The Indochina War, which laid the groundwork for the Vietnam conflict, was principally a result of colonial ambitions and the burgeoning movement for national independence. The roots extend deep into the geopolitics of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a time when Europe's major powers were expanding their empires, establishing a global dominance through colonization. By the late 1800s, Vietnam became a French colony, part of what was then known as French Indochina, which also included present-day Laos and Cambodia. Under French rule, Vietnam experienced significant economic, social, and political changes. The colonial government imposed French culture and language while exploiting Vietnam's natural resources for France's economic benefit. However, the Vietnamese people have long struggled against foreign domination, valuing their cultural identity and sovereignty. This tension became particularly pronounced as European ideas of self-determination began to seep into the consciousness of the colonized nations. During World War II, Japanese forces occupied Vietnam, further complicating the colonial equation. The power vacuum created by the war prompted the rise of the Viet Minh, a national independence coalition led by Ho Chi Minh. With a Marxist ideology and an ardent will for independence, the Viet Minh garnered popular support amongst the Vietnamese, promising a government that would uphold national interests and work toward agrarian reform. Following the conclusion of World War II, France attempted to reassert its control over Vietnam. However, the post-war geopolitical landscape had shifted. The Cold War had begun to shape international relations, with a global struggle between the ideologies of capitalism, led by the United States, and communism, spearheaded by the Soviet Union. The Indochina War, spanning from 1946 until 1954, saw the Viet Minh and the French forces locked in a brutal conflict, exacerbated by the Cold War tensions. The United States, fearing the spread of communism, began to support France with financial and military aid. After years of grueling conflict, the French defeat at the Battle of Dien Bien Phu forced the French to withdraw and led to the Geneva Accords, which temporarily divided Vietnam at the 17th parallel. This division set the stage for the Vietnam War, as the ideological divide between North and South Vietnam aligned with the broader global conflict between communist and capitalist blocs. The path to the Vietnam War was thus shaped by a complex interplay of colonial legacies, nationalistic fervor, and the dynamics of Cold War geopolitics, illustrating the intricacies of international relations and the enduring struggle for self-determination among colonies.